Male birth control is here. Dun, dun, dun. So, guys, a new experimental approach to male birth control embolizes sperm. So there's so many complaints from men, and it talks about, like, women should do this, women should do that, women should do that. But it's so interesting to me because I've heard this theory before that kind of breaks down the idea that, like, look, it takes one woman 9 months to have a kid, but a man can have as many kids in one space of time. He can have as many kids as possible as long as he impregnates a bunch of women. Who is the one that should be using birth control? Is it the women that are impregnating a lot of people, or is it the men? And I feel like if this really needs to be, implemented, women have to ensure before they sleep with men that they're taking birth control. And look, at the end of the day, women are the gatekeepers of their own yoni. Some people would refer to it as. They are the gatekeepers, let's not talk about that. Women are the gatekeepers of their own, situations. So they can definitely deny access to it if you're not taking birth control. So women, exercise your power. But let me look at this article, right? So I want to read the whole thing. Okay. The existing options for male contraception are condoms, vasectomies, or abstinence. That's extreme. So the work of preventing unwanted pregnancies often falls to women who might take daily birth control pills, get an IUD implanted, wear vaginal rings, use a diaphragm, or when all else fails, take the morning after pill or an abortion, which is forcing women to stop having abortions, right? Scientists are making progress on more options for sperm producers. A paper published on February 14th in the journal Nature Communications presents a novel approach to male contraception that looks promising in mice. Researchers tested a compound that blocks an enzyme sperm need to swim. Wow. Suggesting a path to a fast acting temporary form of contraception. That's insane. Though tested in mice, many species, including human males, have the same enzyme. Whoa. Our lab found the on switch that turned sperm on to move, said Jochenbach, a pharmacologist in Weill Cornell Medicine and co-author on a paper. And we've now developed a compound which inhabits it. That's interesting. The compound's potential value as a male contraceptive was discovered on a whim. 5 years ago, a graduate student at Buck Lab wanted to test it in mice as a possible treatment for an eye disorder, but the student was scared for mice, so she asked another postdoc, Melanie Bach, to help. Bach agreed, provided she could also check what happens to male mice sperm, since she knew the drug acts on enzymes related to male fertility. That's interesting. That's an interesting story. Baalbach presented the results to Buck and lab co-director Lonnie Levin at a lab meeting, and the following week they were stunned. Wow. After the male mice were injected with the compound, their sperm did not move. Wow. Lonnie's reaction was, wow, this means we could develop a male contraceptive. Buck recalled, and my reaction was, Lonnie, it's even better. We can have an on-demand male contraceptive. The drug stopped sperm from swimming, slowing their fast-beating tails to a twitch. Wow. Slowing their fast-beating tails to a twitch. In humans, this could mean they would never make it out of the vaginal canal, past the cervix into the uterus. Further research showed that It was fast acting, taking about 15 minutes to have an effect, and it was temporary. It stayed in the system for several hours. The only problem, I think, what they have to test, if it has long acting effects on sperm, they have to test that. In those hours, the male and female mice in the study had plenty of sex within 2.5 hours after getting the drug. It was 100% effective and prevented pregnancies within 3.5 hours. It was 90% effective, 91% effective. Buck has great hopes that it will work the same in males. The prediction is after half an hour, or after 5 hours, or after 8 hours, sperm could not move. And a day later, 2 days later, they were back to normal, he says. So this is quite revolutionary. This is very interesting. But like I said, it's interesting because, with men, there's this like conversation that, women's bodies are her responsibility. She should take birth control, and birth control has so many like damaging effects on women. Causes them all sorts of hormonal changes, stress, and all these things. So I think, especially with certain relationships, it would be good to have men taking these as well, when men's sperm is more potent, right? Men can impregnate way more with people, or men can have way more babies than women can. So it should be men that take it, not women. But anyway, let me know your thoughts. What do you think about this? Do you think it's interesting? Do you think it's not? Leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, all the above, and I'll see you in the next one. A peace.